why were 100 IQ conservatives better able to speak up and spot Joe Biden's cognitive decline when compared to 140 IQ liberal elites? And so I just put in common sense into Ronnie Goodman's work in progress, Conservative Claims of Cultural Oppression. And there was some remarkably applicable passages. So he talks about liberals bemused incredulity toward conservative grievance. All right. So you saw that in George Stephanopoulos' attitude. He had kind of a bemused incredulity towards Nikki Haley. Right. It's a natural byproduct of the conservative oppression being alleged, right? Because the dominant culture's language and concepts will always privilege the perspective of its ruling elites. All right. So our dominant culture's language and concepts come from the liberal left elite, right? We are ruled by people who primarily come from the liberal left, and they then shape common sense to which oppressed groups are made to answer. So Nikki Haley had to answer the evidence questions of Judge Stephanopoulos on the basis of his conception of facts, meaning that you need medical expertise to decide to diagnose Joe Biden as unlikely to finish his term. Your feelings mean nothing, all right? Your common sense means nothing in the George Stephanopoulos liberal elite perspective. So liberal elites such as George Stephanopoulos present themselves as defending uncontroversial democratic norms. But what they're really doing is exploiting the prestige of these norms, right? Norms means concepts of right and wrong, to advance their own partisan parochial cultural predilections as just take for granted common sense, right? Where's the evidence? Where are the facts that Joe Biden is in cognitive decline? That was the liberal left mainstream media common sense until the debate 6 days ago, right? So this new common sense consists in expert opinion and in the systematic inversion of all the values held dear by the largely powerless and often voiceless ordinary American. So the liberal elite have replaced competition and standards with bureaucratic intervention and social engineering. They've replaced patriotism by multiculturalism and anti-Americanism. They've replaced capitalism with environmentalism and socialism. They've replaced traditional morality by sexual libertinism or feminism. So the elite present themselves, people like George Stephanopoulos present themselves as public-minded pragmatists,